Speaking of Arizona, we heard from people in Arizona. I think that's where that dude with the beard that was against the student loan forgiveness. I think that's where he was from. In Arizona, apparently they are building a border wall, constructing it with shipping containers.
Only on Arizona's family, Governor Ducey's controversial plan to use shipping containers to fill the gaps on the border wall is now complete.
The Governor
Ducey.
$1 million. Our Arizona's family investigation revealed the expense is more than double that. David Caltabiano caught up with the State Director of Homeland Security on the border. Joined us live from the busy.
What a waste!
With this exclusive report tonight, David.
Hey, Jared, good afternoon. Well, it used to be a busy border crossing spot, but we have to mention just a couple minutes ago, we did see a teenage migrant boy actually on top of the shipping containers. Border Patrol told me he cleared this 18-foot double-stacked containers here. He was waiting on top, and we witnessed Border Patrol coming by and guiding him down, taking him to the truck and driving away. But the people here, border officials, the town will tell you that overall this is a big win for the town, for the country, despite what we just saw this afternoon. But there is some questions about the cost of this project.
Is there still a shipping container shortage? It has been. There has been, like, pretty much the entire pandemic. Has it finally caught back up?
Point at Morelos Dam, only to be blocked off by Governor Doug Ducey's new shipping containers. Before they were installed, nearly 500 migrants crossed a day at this same exact location.
It's been estimated about 50% of the crossings prior to the containers being in place were coming through this area into the Yuma sector.
Yuma Mayor Douglas Nichols is joined by Arizona Department of Homeland Security Director Tim Romer and Yuma County Supervisor.
I want to point out how odd it is for these pasty white men to be standing there in that area of the country trying to dictate how natives, because like one of the things that people never take into consideration when it comes to the border wall is that there are families that are on both sides of the border. like these people have been moving freely through this area for centuries. Idiots. Tones, he looks kind of like Kyle Busch, doesn't he? You think the dude on the right is kind of hot, but doesn't he look like Kyle Busch? Not maybe you find Kyle Busch attractive, possibly.
You live in sexual anarchy?
Maybe, I don't know.
Jonathan Lines. Romer says the new thousands of pounds of containers will help Border Patrol agents document immigrants and keep out the people who don't want to be processed.
The shipping containers in place right now with
okay, maybe he don't look like no Kyle Busch now.
These areas and ensure that anybody coming into the country has to go through border.
The side profile, he looked like Kyle Busch.
The people that we know came in, we can see them entering the country on camera, but we know we didn't apprehend them. Those number of gotaways in the past year and a half are close to 1 million on the southwest border alone. This protects that.
Governor Doug Ducey announced the $6 million plan.
Governor Ducey
revealed the contract expense to be worth $13 million. And former federal border officials believe Arizona will have to foot the bill once the Biden administration completes the existing fence, which is already financed.
We will gladly move the containers for them to do so.
How much is that going to cost to move these containers?
Moving the containers, we don't have an exact quote for, but it's money that we think will be effectively spent. We're not believing that the Biden administration is ever going to do it.
So $13 million on a temporary solution.
So, in short, they don't know how much it's going to cost if the Biden administration comes here, finishes the fence.
Ladders and shovels.
Shipping containers. Romer there also says that he's working with tribal lands in the area to install these shipping containers for their border fence, Jared.
Okay, so David, just to be clear, because you said at the top there that you were standing there and you saw how many people
just
did you see
wasting money
going over the shipping containers? Could you see a ladder on the other side, and did they just get away?
And did they just get away? Oh my God!
Migrants on the other side of this fence. We saw it through the.
Exactly, Mater. Imagine being one of these hub-human chuds and unironically using dehumanizing language, like calling migrants gotaways.
Over the container. I said, no, what are you talking about? And he said, we got to report that there was a man climbing the container. And so we drove a little down this way. These containers that you're looking at, there was a teenage boy sitting on top. He looked a little scared, a little frightened. Border Patrol came over here. They parked beneath the container, and they were guiding this boy to come down, and he actually did come down in between the crevice of the two containers.
And I am scared for what happened to that teenage boy in custody with Border Patrol.
Made sure he was okay, put him in his truck, and they drove away, and that was it. And there was another individual.
Most of the people along the border, I mean, you find the kooks and everything everywhere, but the vast majority of people along the border don't want a wall,
at this time, but
especially the people whose property it's on.
That has been praised already with turning away migrants, but in this situation could have been much more dangerous than what we witnessed.
Yeah, there are exceptions to that.
Without getting injured. David Caltabiano live for us tonight along the border near Yuma. David, thanks so much.
It's just weird to me, all the white people trying to tell, native people in the land that they can't move freely. We have a history of that. All right, we're gonna take one more break. When we come back, we're gonna talk about a Memphis steakhouse had a complaint. Oh, I got to do the no profanity thing. I gotta run this one out before we can go. Oof. Can I make it another minute and a half?